We're going to talk about manifesting a new career using content. I don't know why I haven't talked about this before, but everything that's happened to me ever since I finished up with Emirates as a flight attendant to what has happened now was all a result from content. And what I mean by that is photo and video content. I'm making this video now because over the years, you know, the content on this channel has changed quite a lot. But I remember from the get-go and even till now, the reason why people find this channel is because of wanting to start a career or getting something out of their life and they don't really know how to get it because you kind of feel like you are at the helm of outside influences, like, you know, an employer or, you know, people who are going to, basically anyone who's going to hire you, possible clients and that kind of thing. So let me just tell you a story of how I manifested this career, which at the time didn't even exist when I started this, and it was all through content. So a little bit about backstory. I used to be a flight attendant, but now I'm a content creator and I work with brands, but I also coach people on how to create content as well. So it's like my two most favorite things in the world. When I first left Emirates, this was already about 6 years ago now. So it's taken me about that much time to discover where I wanted to be, how I was going to get there, and now I'm here. But when I first left Emirates, after working there for almost 7 years and coming back to Australia, I just thought that I was going to get any job that I wanted because, you know, I have the degree, I had goals, and I just thought that goals were enough. But they really weren't. What happened was I was getting rejected over and over. I think I sent out about 60 resumes, and the only jobs I was getting was like random jobs that had no longevity in my life. And I was really frustrated. I was really low. And I just wanted to be in marketing and no one would bloody hire me. That was my deepest, darkest moments, to be honest, because I lost my identity, I guess. And so what happened after Emirates is I went back into the aviation industry. I got a simple job in an office of one of the major airlines here in Australia. And that kind of cleared up a lot of mental space and whatever angst I had in my head at the time about not getting my dream job and starting my dream career. And as a result of like having a clear mind, I one day thought to myself, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And I started a YouTube channel. And even though I'm a photographer and content creator now, my video content creation skills back then were bad. And I didn't know how to do it, but I did it. I started a YouTube channel and the channel grew pretty fast within 6 months. And that changed everything. That changed everything. I went from like being non-hireable, like no one in marketing would want to hire me, to like people trusting me, giving me credibility and wanting to hire me. And it's just crazy because I put videos up on the internet. And honestly, at the time, I was making videos to teach people how to become cabin crew, how to get a job as a flight attendant. But people were hiring me from different industries, like the travel industry, accounting, real estate, like because I had generated some results on my own social media and they wanted to know how to do it too. So even though it wasn't like a direct line to what I was teaching people on YouTube, it was a path into marketing. What the heck? But I mean, we're talking about manifestations, right? So like what led me to do that? Apart from desperation. The thing that led me to do that is like, I got this feeling in my gut, you know, I was in my office job and I was there and I was waiting for calls to come in and I just thought maybe I should start a YouTube channel. And I didn't question that. I did not question that at all. I just decided that day, that weekend, I was going to make a video, and I made a video about the most commonly asked question to me at the time, which is how do I become a flight attendant? And I made a video on it because I was like, okay, if I make it a video on teaching people how to become a flight attendant, then I become an authority in that field. And when I become an authority in the travel field, then I can go back to being paid to travel without actually being a flight attendant, which for me was the goal at the time. So anyway, that created the snowball effect of the things that happened the years to follow. So I learned a lot of things. I ended up in social media management because I was like, I know how to do social media, but I found that wasn't creative enough for me. So then I tweaked. So you'll see, if you ever go back into my channel, you're going to see, oh, flight attending stuff. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to talk about social media now. And then I go, oh, hang on, that's not where I want to be. So let me go back into travel. And then I go back into photography, because after trying 3 businesses, all which were doing pretty well because of content, because of photo and video content, all of those things did well. So what that gave me was the power to choose. I had the power to choose, where do I want to put my energy in terms of like, okay, I have a skill for content. Do I want to be strategic? Do I want to be in board rooms all the time, or do I want to be on location? Like these days is the most fun, because I get to go to all of these different locations and photograph brands, people, things for myself. And that was my dream at the time. Seemed so far away. Hang on. Oh, I'm seeing the comments only now. I graduated from communications. Me too. And had a career before as public relations for 3 months. And I changed my career as cabin crew. Unfortunately, I got laid off because of Corona. Yes, I hear you. This has happened to so many people. I wonder if there's any chance for me to join as public relations. Yes, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Public relations, yes. I mean, based on your experience, how can you change your career from cabin crew to social media? So social media is all about content. So photos, videos, writing, and audio. Audio now, especially like podcasts and stuff. I'm part of a few different networks now with people who are in the media, and they describe this as new world media, like new media, and it combines public relations because you're reaching people like when you make photos and videos and you have an audience, then effectively you are in PR, but you're also in marketing. And that marketing can also lead to sales. Now, back in the day, those 3 things were like totally separate. But now, because of social media marketing, they're all one thing. And not everybody understands this yet. So it's a very exciting time to be here. Your basic requirement to be able to do this is to understand how to take a decent photo and how to take a decent video. Now, I use the word manifest here because I'll be 1000% honest and say that I did not strategically get here. I didn't finish Emirates and like write up a plan, because every plan that I made failed. My plan was to get into marketing. And even though I had a degree, no one wanted to hire me. So if I had to rely on people hiring me, I probably would not be in marketing right now. The honest thing about finishing up with Emirates as a cabin crew, even if I was in a senior position, the only people that wanted to hire me after 7 years of aviation were people in hospitality, hotel guest relations. And I think there's nothing wrong with those roles at all whatsoever, nothing. But for my personal goals, I wanted something that would allow me to still be free with my time, still be creative, and somewhat allow me to travel. And hospitality and guest relations at a hotel didn't really tick that box for me. So basically what happened was I started this YouTube channel out of my gut instinct. And if you want to get into PR or marketing, I swear to you, start a social media account and link it to that. Oh, thank you. And thank you for being here. I know this content's changed so much over the years, and I'm even surprised myself that anyone's still here because I change everything. But that's what the journey's been like after Emirates, you know, like it's not been a straight line. And I have a lot of friends who have left, and some because of Corona and some by choice. And everyone just tries to find their path. And at the beginning, it's really hard, but it's actually one of the biggest opportunities you have to rediscover where you really, really want to go. Because the biggest advantage that you have as someone who's been like let go of in your aviation career is that a lot of people I'm in my mid-30s now, and a lot of people my age here, they've spent their years building their career and almost feel like it's too late to start again. But when you're ex-cabin crew, and you have to start a new life, it's scary. It's so scary, and it can be really, really rough, but it's actually such an opportunity. And I think back now, like if I ever got the jobs that I actually applied for, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have had the freedom to create my own job role, which is very fulfilling to me. And so the reason why I say like start a social media account that has intention to be in public relations, or by being on social media intentionally, that's what you're going to be anyway, whether you plan it or not. But yeah, your basic skill set would have to be to be able to take a good quality photo and a fair quality video. It doesn't have to be professional. It just has to be intentional. So that's what happened. I started the social media thing and I realized that wasn't where I wanted to be. It was too technical for me. And then by the end of it, I was like, I just want to get back into photography. And 1000% honest with you, I wasn't that good as a photographer when I hopped back into it. I didn't have any business sense for one. My editing skills were very simple. And I would look at other photographers and be like, how do they do that? But I knew that I had to charge for my services as well in order to keep me growing. And I learned hard and fast, but all of this was based on how I felt on the inside. So you can really, like, if this video is really speaking to you, and I hope it does, just know that you're not only at the mercy of available employers out there. I went from like jobless to employee, and now I employ people. Like what is this world that we're living in? And it's all because of content. Content is like this. What you put out is what you get back in. If you put out the content that has intention to get you somewhere whilst you're also helping other people get somewhere, right? It's like the law of how do you say that word? Law of reciprocity. God, you know what I mean. Like you get back what you get what you put in. What? You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, social media is that what you put out, you actually get it back. And the main thing to remember is like you just don't get disheartened. Just keep, if you get that gut feeling, and like I said, if this video is speaking to you right now and you're getting that feeling, take that as a sign. Do not overthink it. I knew nothing about YouTube when I started this. I knew nothing about Instagram when I started this. I used to ask people how those things worked, and I started to learn by myself. So that's it. That's the formula. It's like if you get that inkling and you go, okay, I'm going to make content now. All right, you're going to find so much stuff on the internet about social media strategy. You're going to learn about how to make videos and that kind of thing. But just remember, do one step at a time. Don't be too overwhelmed, and just allow yourself to free flow. Some of the most successful things that I've done, my dream brands, I did not even like plan for them to contact me. I was at the beginning of this whole journey, all I was doing was trying to survive. And as a result of some of the things that I put out, to this day, sometimes I don't even know what I put out that made them want to contact me to work with me. But there was something there. I will tell you this though, this is what you need to focus on. When you decide to start a social media account and start making content, what you need to get good at is communicating either with your words or either with your pictures or with your videos. And those three kind of come together. And if you feel like that's not where you are right now, just know, like, if you can tell a story to a friend, you've already got the skill. If you can tell a story to your parents, to your friends, you have the skill. Lighting is just a skill. Angles are just a skill. You can pick that up from anywhere. You can get it for free. You can buy the courses, but that's all you need to do well on social media. And then only after that, then you start to think about how you're going to grow the audience. And trust me when I say this is one form of media that we have in our lifetime. This is such a unique time in the history of humanity where you can literally like put up what you want, say what you want, and get something back in return. Back in the day, there used to be so many barriers, but now no. The only barrier you'll have now is your mind. So when you find yourself like stuck in your mind, try to go back and align with your heart, your soul, your infinite being, because that will speak to you. Like all of those little nudges, they're the truth. The barriers that you have that are in your mind, they're all just here. So when you learn how to balance those things, you'll keep being able to go forward. And it's been 6 years for me now, and everything, I would say that, I almost want to say that things are running automatically, but that would not be true. No. I do regularly get approached by lots of different brands and different people for either photography work or content creation work. But the key thing about this is that I am the one getting approached, and that will be you as well. That can be you when you decide to create content and put it out there on the internet. So they do, they still do reach out to me. When I say automatically, just knowing that I've changed a lot of things in my business and the services that I provide, there are some services where it's still not automatic. Like, I'm putting out the content there in order to see what it will be like to return. But because I've been doing it for, like, I think this will be my 4th year now of making content, and I don't even make it consistently, as you may notice or may not have noticed. So it's taken me that long to sort of like understand where this goes, but there's flow. There's really, truly flow, and not everything is automatic, but there is flow, and that's all that really matters, especially when you're getting started and you're building something that matters to you. So we've been here for 16 minutes now, and I know that's very long for a YouTube video, so we'll end it for here. But please let me know if you have any questions. You know, one of the main reasons why I ever make courses about teaching people how to make content is because it's the thing that changed my life. And if I can start from zero in a place where I have no friends, I had no family, like I had contacts from my partner's family, but you know, I didn't know them. If I can start from nothing and come from like this just very difficult place and feeling like I have no power over my life, and I just didn't even know what my identity was, and literally like pick up my mobile phone or pick up like a basic camera and put things on the internet and then build a life from that with like minimal overheads. Like I didn't have to keep a shop open, nothing. I had no overheads. I swear anyone can do it. So I'm very, very passionate about this. And if you're thinking about it, I'd say stop thinking about it and start doing about it. And when you do, and you just do it consistently, don't doubt yourself. I mean, doubts might come up, but don't let that doubt seep in for too long. Don't let it settle. Just keep taking action. You'll be all right. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please do ask me questions if you have anything, because this can change lives. This has changed lives. This has changed lives. Learning how to make content is a lifelong skill. It's very doable to learn. You don't need a degree. You don't need to sign up to a course for 3 years. You can learn it today. You can literally Google the main things that you need to make content and then build something from here. So yeah, please ask me any questions. I'd love to answer them. If you have any comments, if you have any, if you like talking about this, let me know, and we'll go from there. I will post another video soon, like a proper vlog. The next vlog that I'm posting is how to make holiday vlogs that get views. That one is going to be good for anyone who's interested in staying in the tourism industry. You want to serve the tourism industry within their marketing space, and you also want to keep on traveling. I know that travel is not in a great place right now, but it will be in a great place. Like, we're not going to be in the state forever. The next video is going to be how to make holiday vlogs that get views. These are the kinds of vlogs that tourism boards need. These are the kinds of vlogs that hotel brands will need. Hotel brands, tourism brands, food brands, anyone that serves people when they're traveling, this is the kind of content that they need. And I think because of this pandemic and because no one's traveling, though that industry is going to need all of that marketing. And they're going to need people like you, people who want to make the content, who know how to make the content to do it. So I'll be posting that. I'm just going to finish editing it. That'll be up. And in this time, even if you're not traveling, just start practicing the skills that I'm going to share with you in that particular video. Even if you just use your mobile, use it around your house, wherever you are, and just practice those skills. It's all about practice. And by the time, borders open up and travel is back, even if you work with your local tourism board, you'll have the skill already. Now is the best time to set those goals and start practicing your content creation skills so that you can manifest your dream career with content. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.